I
Right.
could share the show. I'm trying to get my thoughts. It
Okay,
happened
that's
so
okay.
fast. Okay. All right. So
Wow.
I'm streaming to my Facebook group,
Okay.
the Truth Radio, and then I'm streaming on
Okay.
my show. Happy Thursday, everyone. This is
Happy Thursday.
Thoughtful Thursday. Um, thankful another day to be alive in the land of living, another day to do the right thing. Um,
Amen. Good morning, Joshua.
yeah, just thankful, girl. Just thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Very thankful.
Mhm.
I'm very thankful. I was listening to you talk yesterday, and you were expressing. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, everybody. You were expressing how draining it was after you did the Juneteenth, and to go back and think about and recap a lot of stuff. That is very much draining. But you know what? A lot of times people look at elderly people and don't think that they don't have a story to tell. And that's the problem with the younger generation. Not all of the younger generation, but they don't realize the struggles that people went through. I used to listen to my grandmother um, talk about how she used to have to walk miles to school because there was no transportation. If you didn't have a car, you had to walk to school and from school. Almost like Little House on the Prairie, but their journey would be further. And then, I never heard about Juneteenth. And I think that it was probably a sore spot in my family. But there are
Mhm.
other things that they were involved in, like my family members were throwing stuff away, not understanding you know the importance of a lot of stuff that my great grandparents had, because they lived to be very old. And so my great grandfather, he still, when we used to go down south, he still had the house that his slave master, well, not his, but our family's slave master left them. And so it was like a whole lot of property. The family got together, got greedy, and sold the property, not knowing that the property was going to be worth a lot of money. The house I grew up in, I look back on Google, and the house that I grew up in is worth over $3 million now. Had they kept it, they would have been, able to sell it for $3 million, but they were greedy. They threw away my ancestor shoes when they walked with Martin Luther King and what's his name, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers. They threw away all that stuff that had meaning because they didn't understand that it was going to be of value. You get what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
really appreciate those stories. How you was talking about your family, it was so fascinating. It was almost like I can picture the stories that you were telling us.
Yeah, yeah. My brother is actually doing all the research and putting something together. I've given him because I'm the one that remembers everything. And when I go down there, we're going to Mississippi to actually finish finish some things. But yeah, just to think like 80. Let me see. My mom would have been 80 something years old. Like when they were coming up. TVs ain't been around that long.
Right, right,
They didn't have a TV, and they used to have to walk miles to somebody's TV to watch TV. Because
right.
they didn't have a TV. So yeah,
Do you remember the green book they used to have? I remember my family talking about my grandmother, my great grandmother had to have a green book in order to travel through the black roads and not be caught on the white roads at night. Do you remember the green book?
Mm-mm. No, I
Yeah,
don't remember that.
yeah, if you look
Mm-mm.
it up on Google, because I thought my family was kidding, and I looked it up on Google, it told you all, as a black person, all the gas stations, the food places, the restaurants, what road to take, what road not to take, because you were black at that time. And this is like before my mom was born. You know what I'm saying? And so I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wow, that's crazy. And they were like, yeah, they had all that stuff and they didn't see it as a value, so they threw all that stuff away. And I'm like, dang, I wish they hadn't thrown that stuff away, because those would have been really good artifacts to have. They made a movie about it, and it was like I said, I heard about it before they made the movie. And then, like you
Yeah.
said, those sundown towns, don't let the sun go down on your black ass. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those. They still have
Yeah.
them in Arkansas too. My sister still live out there. She said they have sundown towns where they have signs: "Don't let the sun go down on your black ass, or it's trouble." Good morning, cruising. Good morning, Buddha.
Girl, it's some towns now
Yeah,
up
yeah.
here in Illinois that I ain't getting ready to go to. So,
Really?
oh yes. Mm-hmm.
That's. But you know what? They have Orange County. I think that's out there close to Anaheim, where Disneyland is. Orange
Mm-hmm.
County is KKK land. Lancaster, California, that's KKK land. I used to live in a place called Fontana years ago, and that they used to walk around with their white sheets and stuff like that. They're like, all that stuff used to be KKK land, and I lived in Texas. And I remember one day I was at work and it was a march, and I'm like, "What's all that noise?" And I looked out the door, and it was a bunch of KKK members marching in the street with their white sheets. And the police was like, "Well, we can't do anything. They have a right to protest as long as you guys don't antagonize them." I'm like, I ain't trying to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? But the hatred and all the stuff that black people went through in Texas and still have to go through it, we're in the 2000, like the 2023s. That stuff should be over with. But you got people that want to hold on to hate. They really don't even know why they hate black people. That's what I really feel. They really don't know why. It's almost like I vote this because my mama voted. You know, it's weird. What you think about that?
Well, hate it's still alive and well in this good old United States of America. I'm pretty sure everybody heard about Rashid Carter. Do you guys remember us reporting on Rashid Carter? He was the guy that was found with his head severed from his body in Mississippi. And come to find out now, what happened was the police dog. And hold on for one moment, because I'm trying to bring the story up, because I like to get the actual facts, not my.
I'm just gonna put his face. Well, that's his mama face. I don't want their face. I'm trying to find. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can get his face. Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, y'all.
This is the young man she's referring to. That's the guy, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Thank you, Don. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Hold on.
Good
Um,
morning, JB. How you doing? God bless you. Hey, y'all need to get over there to JB's channel. He be reading that word, and man, that's good food for your soul in the morning. Like if you're hungry, get up and eat yourself a bowl of oatmeal and listen to him and join him in reading the word. And he does some
okay,
amazing poetry.
well, so Rasheem Carter, he was a black man from Mississippi who went missing late last year after claiming he was being targeted by white men in his community. He was found dead with his head severed from his body. Now, in the past few weeks, check this out, y'all. The police dog that the police station was using got sick. They took the dog to the vet. The veterinarian called the FBI and they found human remains. And the human remains was those of
Wait a minute,
Rasheem Carter.
can I okay, so you said
And it was
whose
in
dog was it?
Taylorsville. It
Who
was the
dog was
police dog.
it? Oh wow. Wow. So they took the
And
police dog to the vet and they found Rashid's remains inside the dog?
they found human remains, and the human remains have been identified as Rasheem Carter's.
Oh my god.
There is they had a video out. They saw him running for his life through the woods and everything. He was chased by a group of white men in a pickup truck.
Buddha has a question for you. She said, "Did the dog ate him?" So I think they're still kind of confused. What happened?
Again, the dog had remains, human remains in him. The FBI has been called in, and they are the remains of Rasheem Carter. So, seems to me like the dog ate him, or they sick the dog on him too. I
Oh
mean, it's
wow,
bad enough they chopped his head off,
wow.
and you can look it up. Um,
Oh no, I believe it. That's
it's
crazy.
you can look it up. Rasheem Carter in
Okay,
Taylorsville, Mississippi.
okay, hold on. Wow. And this one was for April. I mean May.
Yeah, and this stuff is still going on.
Wow, this is absolutely bonkers.
So
Hold on
I
a
sent
second.
you the article if
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to
just
put
trying to
some of
get it.
it up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it, but it's
But yeah, this was the kid that was found with his head separated from his body. That was back in October. Now here it is May of this year, and the police dog has disguised, well, has, I shouldn't say this guy, he has a name. Rashid Carter's remains was also found inside of this police dog. It's sad. This is 2023 and this stuff is still going on.
wow.
Have we made progress? We got modern day lynchings right in front of us now. So you new kids, when y'all talk about y'all so woke and all of this, you ain't woke because they still lynching us. They're still lynching us.
Good morning, MTGV Crime Podcast. Good morning, Miss V. Blessings to
Well,
you.
Miss B, this might be a story that you want to carry on your podcast. This Rashid Carter, the boy in Mississippi, who they found with his head severed. Now the police dog had his remains in it. It's to me, it's like we keep going around in some vicious cycle with police and black people. Well,
Yeah, that's crazy.
well,
You have to be pretty darn evil to do something like that and not even have any remorse. That hatred runs deep.
well.
Jesus. That's absolutely horrible. So that does to me that does sound like maybe the police were there. They did say they found bruises and things of that nature on his body, correct, Miss April?
Well, pardon me?
I said they did say that he had bruises and wounds and cuts and stuff like that on his body when he was running
Right.
through the
And
woods.
yeah, his head, like I said, his head was severed. I mean, like they chopped his head off his body. And now this police dog has Rasheem Carter's remains in it.
Wow.
This is
Wow.
sad. This same stuff is going on in 2023. They got footage where he was like running through the woods for his life. And like they just thought this was a big joke.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy to carry that much hatred for one person or a group of people. That's just pure hatred. And I really believe that more is going to come out because your dog had to have been on the scene, or your dog was one of the animals that attacked that young man and digested his flesh, and that's why it ended up coming out. What else are they not telling us? You know what I'm saying? Where's the weapon that was used to dislocate his head from his or detach his head from his body? Where's that stuff at? Hi, Lincoln. How you doing, sweetie? I just don't understand it, and we still go through it today. Like, for instance, in California, Los Angeles, they have a giant cemetery that people use. You mean to tell me that this tree sits up extremely high? You mean to tell me that this guy climbed up the tree, tied the rope around his neck, and hung himself? And the Los Angeles police said, oh, it was, he did it himself. How in the world did he do it himself? You had to have had one of those fire truck ladders in order to get up there on that tree limb, that branch, and the tree was smooth, and nobody saw what happened. There was no cameras to show what happened to this black guy. Same thing in Lancaster, California. You mean to tell me this guy climbed up on a smooth pole in the middle of nowhere and just like hung himself? That's what I'm saying. They're still doing lynching today, but they're not broadcasting it. And what we have to do when we suffer the hands of abuse as black people, we need to stop taking their millions of dollars, which is a payout, and ask a if I take this money, I need every last officer to be arrested. If they don't, I'm going to keep going further and further. And what happens is, my husband's friend, it was on the news. I didn't even know it was them, but this little black girl was riding her scooter down the street, and the police decided that they wanted to mess with somebody. Did not know that the neighbors, all their ring cameras caught the incident. The little girl wasn't bothering anybody, and the police stopped and pulled her. She was like, "Don't pull on me. You could talk to me without touching me. And besides, I didn't do anything." They picked her up and body slammed her to the ground. They sued the police department for some millions. But I'm saying, what stipulations did you put with that in order to make these people accountable? You're just taking the money after something happens and just going on about your business. No, put a stipulation that if I take this money, this officer should never be able to work in law enforcement again. This officer should never be able to work with the public again. So when you start putting those stipulations on these people along with taking that money, it's going to make them accountable. Well, guess what? They can't be hired in no state, nowhere, not even as a security guard. The closest you could come is being a cashier. You can't even be a street cop or a rent a cop. So we need to start putting stipulations on them before we take their money, because we're not doing anything except for, okay, they heard us, we're gonna take the money. No, start putting, make them fire them and put this in their record that they should not be hired ever again. And I guarantee you, once you do that, they'll stop committing these crimes. Start making them pay outside of the job. Like personally sue them. give them immunity where they can't be sued. No, I'm going after everything you got. Not only is your job going to pay me, now you're going to give me your house and everything that you work for, because it's too easy. We pay taxes, and the people are paying the bill. Actually, they're getting away scot free. So with this situation, every person that is in that police department, they all need to be fired, never work again, and be personally sued by this family. And I'm telling you, once that starts happening, you're going to think twice about committing a crime. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but we need to stop taking the money. That's selling out.
I don't
Do you
know,
feel
but
the same? Go
it's a
ahead.
shame. It's a shame that we're still talking about this in 2023. Is the sad part about it.
Yeah. Hi,
Like,
rocking with the truth. Hi, baby.
like this
Miss
stuff
D and
is
fam.
still, it's still going on.
Yeah.
It's still going on. So
But let me
until
ask you a
we,
question. How likely,
okay,
if you were a police officer, okay, and your partner was corrupt, and you were thinking about, dang, if he can get away with it, I can get away with it. So you commit a crime against, like, you commit a crime against me, right? So I come up with this. Okay, no, I don't want to just sue you guys. I want your partner. I want your partner fired from being able to ever work, in this line of employment, whether it be a police officer, whether it be, like I said, a rent a cop or security of any sort. If I put those stipulations and everybody start following suit as a police officer, and then I say I want to sue you personally, wouldn't you think twice about committing a crime the next time?
yeah.
Anybody can answer that. I'm just asking a question. Wouldn't it
All I
change your
know,
mind, Miss April?
yeah, but I mean, some of these people, I don't know what kind of conscience they have.
Right,
Yeah, these
right,
these people, just go along, get along, gang. Police aren't supposed to tell on other police officers and stuff like that. They got that blue code, and then they take up for each other. You're not supposed to tell. So that needs to be done away with. Well, because there's some sick stuff. Well,
yeah, yeah. It's really sick.
man, and we done seen movies with this stuff. Remember, I think, what was it? Ice Cube starred in the movie, wasn't it? Where they put him out in the woods or something, and they had to chase him or something.
I've never
Well,
seen that.
yeah.
I gotta look for that one. Wow.
So we 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 still haven't come far. The same old stuff. It's a
Right.
revolving cycle. But yet we still haven't advanced. We still don't own anything. But we're so woke now, and, and we're steady, just just still being mistreated.
Right. Exactly. But I think if we start putting some accountability behind us taking that money, I think, and then if other people follow suit, I think that will they be like, you know what, we better not do that, because now they talking about going after my personal property. They talking about suing me personally. So now it's not just the the people taxes paying for the stuff that I'm doing. They hitting me in my pockets now. So now that it's a new turn, you getting hit in your pockets. Guess what? You're gonna be thinking about your actions because you work
Tell
as
them
a
people
legend.
don't care about that. They got them. Oh wow. They got robotic dogs that they testing in New York now. So
Right.
they could blame it on the dogs now instead of the police. Then they won't have to pay them settlements. They done found a new way. Yeah.
I think they're going to still have to pay, especially if that dog malfunctions. I think they're still going to be held accountable. I think there's still it was something that happened out here some years ago. It wasn't long. I just don't remember how long ago, but maybe about 6 7 years ago, where this cop uh, he had no business messing with these kids, and he did something to the kids, and they were saying that they had immunity not to get sued, but they had this lawyer, and the lawyer went after the cop personally. And then you saw the video of the cop crying because the kid said, no, I want to sue him personally. I want everything he got. So the amount, they said, I'm not suing the city, I'm suing him. Of course, the city like, well, hey, you know what? If they're gonna sue him, let them sue him. So he had to sell his house and everything for the crime he committed. Of course, the wife left and everything because it affected her life. So when that little boy did that, I think that people should have kept going instead of trying to sue the police department. That cop was the one that did it, not the police department. That's what I'm saying. Then they're held right. Then they're held accountable, right? Nefertiti, right? Because you got to pay out of your pocket for the crimes. If you got this beautiful house and your job says, you know what, the people don't want to sue us. And of course, if that's going to keep money in our pockets, they want to sue you personally. You think they're going to fight that? Nope. Mm-mm. They're going to go ahead and let them take everything you got. Because when that cop did that mess to them kids, he could have like took the life of that little boy with the way he slammed him. He could have took his life. That little boy head was inches from a cedar brick wall, like a low wall you could like climb over to separate the property. He was like an inch away from that little boy's head crashing down on those bricks. So the little boy went after him personally, and I think that's what we should start doing and stop making the taxpayers pay for the crimes of these police officers. And you say they don't care, but when it hits your own pockets, trust me, you'll care. As long as the city, as the people are paying these things through their taxes, no, they don't care. So when you start making them accountable, baby, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I understand these folks is, I don't know. I don't know. It's like a spirit that just got released, like just this evil, evil spirit that got released, and it's running rampant. And they're in the stuff that's happening. I've never seen the kind of stuff that's happening today happen before.
I mean, look at the neighbor. Look at the black lady
Who?
who went to the neighbor's door
Oh yeah,
with the lady with her kids, and she got shot. These people, they doing this stuff. I mean, they bold now. They like, and she had to shoot her with a shotgun or something to go through the
yeah,
door and kill her.
yeah.
So it's just showing that people are still racist. I mean, hate and racism is still strong.
That's
It's
true.
still strong. It is still strong, and it's
And you,
still being taught. It's being taught. Some people
yeah.
think this is a way of life. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just I can give it to my higher power and let him control it. Cause at this point, I just That's all I can do now. Things I can't work out anymore, I just
Uh-huh.
say I have to give it to God because
Yeah. Oh,
cause I'm
Nefertiti
gonna
says it's
tell
called
you.
Surviving the Game. I'm sorry. I apologize, Miss April, for cutting you off. It's called Surviving the Game with Ice T.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, they put him out there in the woods. That movie was out like in the 80s or 90s.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
so don't forget everybody, this is Juneteenth. Did you want to explain to people what Juneteenth is about?
Like I said, I need you to do that because I barely ever heard of Juneteenth until, I got to California. That's when I learned more about it. So I want you to go ahead because you know a lot more than I do.
And this is one of the holidays that Joe Biden gave us where he thinks he's really done something. Uh, as Stevie Wonder said, you haven't done nothing. So,
Yeah, he's something else. Biden is something else.
yeah, hold on. I'm trying to give exact dates. So,
June 19th?
no. Okay. Juneteenth. Officially Juneteenth National Independence Day is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved Africans. It's
It is?
also called Jubilee Day, Freedom Day. What happened was the state of Texas did not tell their slaves for 2 years that they were free. And so you had to have basically the National Guards come in and say, you are free in the state of Texas.
Wow.
So June 19th commemorates the end of slavery in Texas. So Texas was the only state that still had slaves for 2 years.
Oh, wow. Even though they was free, they still didn't know that they was free.
Yeah, they didn't know. Some didn't want to believe it. Uh, and then you have to think about the times we were living in back then. Like, I mean, it's not like we had internet. We're talking about the 1800s, horse and buggy days.
Right.
Uh, So
Wow. So are black people asking for reparations for just those 2 years? Are they asking for reparations for the entirety of being enslaved?
well, Texas should get a double whammy. Actually, the state of Texas really should have paid people being in there. But of course, we know that's not going to happen.
Right. That's too much like saying they're right and we were no, we were right all along and they were wrong. So they're never go. They got reparations to give us, but it seemed like everybody that comes to America, they want to give it to them instead of who it rightfully belongs to. And then I hear arguments amongst other black people saying that what you want reparations from? You weren't the one that was enslaved. You weren't the one that went through all of that. And when I listen to that, I'm like, what is wrong with these people? A lot of these companies and they are rich off the backs of those slaves in which they enslaved. They became rich off of free labor. So why not give your workers what's due to them? Even if the people are no longer here, they still have family members that are still here. That's just the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? You're rich because you bought people over here to do work that you wanted to do. Not only did they till the fields, they also, when there was a black slave woman that was pregnant herself, she had to share her breast milk with the master's wife's child because the wife couldn't hold milk. So she did the cooking, the cleaning. That he came in and she did some of the wifely bedroom duties and all that stuff by force, of course. That's how come you got the mulatto children. But when it's just a whole lot that happened. And then you took children from their family and sent them and sold them and separated and all kinds of evil ignorant stuff. But I thank God my family, they started a book, and the book is started from who our as the family our slave master was. I know the last name of our slave master, and then our family spread all across Mississippi and everything. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it happened June 19th, 1865 is when
Oh,
freedom
okay.
came. In 1865. But it's become so commercialized now.
Right. It's really sad, but you got black people that's fighting, oh, you don't deserve this and you don't deserve that, and get off your butts and work and this and that, and you're not at a disadvantage. You got to get out there and do this and do that. And I'm like, why are we so divided? It's just crazy. Why can't you just listen to what the other person is saying and stop being so judgmental? It's just sad. It's really sad. Like I say, they need to stop. Just like a lot of the younger people, if they stop and listen to the elderly people, if the elderly people will listen to the young people, to see where they're coming from. It's a mess. It's a mess. But I heard Mississippi been trying to start. Yeah, I heard my cousin lives in Georgia, and she was telling me something about Nefertiti. She was telling me something about they trying to bring back the Jim Crow law. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, she packing up right now. She like, I'm getting up out of here. How you gonna try to bring something like that back? That's unheard of. When it happens, don't panic.
Yeah, I'm trying to read some of the comments. so we can. Uh, hey, Latanya, what? When did you want to set up your interview?
Yeah, anybody, like Miss April said, anybody want me to interview them, contact Miss April. It's all in fun, y'all. It's all in fun. I may put you on the spot, but it's all in fun.
You know, uh, when when you think about people don't even know the reason that they're celebrating Juneteenth, but you still got our people still being lynched right in the open. Ain't that something?
Yeah, I'm with you,
Ain't that?
rocking. I'm with you, rocking. I'm with you
Okay.
100% on that one. She said, I don't think we will ever receive reparations, but I would like to have our land and dollars back. Why pay these taxes and they keep trying to gut Social Security, food stamps, and other
Hmm.
programs that help? Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Then you
I
got,
don't think we'll ever get reparations neither. Because
right.
first of
I don't
all, they
think,
would have to admit that we built this country. Yeah.
yeah. Even Donald Trump said that. Donald Trump got a video out that said black people built this country and they refuse to give you guys the credit. And that's why I keep getting like frustrated because this man is saying all this stuff on camera. But because the news media is so against him, they won't play these things. And I'm not telling nobody that they have to like him, but if you listen to this man, how he tells America, he said, black people built this country, but they're not giving you credit for it, you know? And he's saying it out
Yeah.
of his mouth. Ain't
Hey,
nobody
Glitter
forcing him to
World.
say, I miss Liz B. Journey. Hello, all my beautiful people. Good morning. God bless you. Or whatever you believe. Buddha said only 60% of people are holding faith. It might be lower than that, Buddha, the way folks is acting today. It might be lower than that. Good morning, Glitter. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot. Like, let me ask you a question, Miss April. If you could go back and talk, well, not go back, but if you could not including family members, but if you can talk to three people that are no longer here on earth that could have possibly changed and shifted the way the world is today, who would those three people be?
Cleopatra,
Okay.
Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X.
Okay, so since you said Martin Luther King, what is it that you would have asked Martin Luther King? What three things would you have asked him?
Um, when he told us he knew that he was gonna get killed, I would just ask him, um, because he was trying to be peaceful, but he was changing from being peaceful. I
Okay.
think he saw the world for what it really was. I would ask him. Um, what did he think about Hoover
Hoover?
and all of these other people? Remember, Martin Luther King did did have a direct line. He used to be able to call the president. Yeah, and
Okay.
I would just ask him, was that really true? Is the way they like to show in the movies.
Okay. So those are the three things that you. Okay. What about Malcolm X?
What would I ask Malcolm?
Yeah. What would you ask Malcolm?
What when he went over there and saw all the uh, different that Muslims, they were of all colors. How did he feel? How did that make him feel?
Okay. Next. That was just one.
Um, and oh, how did he really feel about Elijah Muhammad?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Those are fair questions.
Mhm.
Those are fair questions. So my next my next question is if you could change the law when it comes to being prejudiced, what type of punishment would you enact if a person was guilty of lynching a black person, shooting a black person, causing a black person not to be able to live comfortable because of the prejudice that they display? What would be something that what type of punishment would it be for you to, that you would put into law?
Oh, they would have to go stay with him for at least a minimum of 2 years.
Oh, you would make them live with the black person for 2 years?
Sure would. I sure would. Hmm.
They gonna be in the corner.
It don't matter. They
You
would have to go live with him. They would have to go live with them, be with them, go to work with them. Yes, they would. They would. Yeah, they would have to live with the family. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
y'all, you hear Miss April? She said she gonna put them in the same house.
Hmm.
Letitia, we're discussing like the stuff that's going on today with all the prejudice. First, we were talking about what's his name, Shareem Carter, the young man that was found with his head severed in Mississippi, and Miss April informed us that um, the police dogs had some of the young man's remains in his, I guess, his stool when he went to the vet, or in his body, his digestive system, or something like that. And then we started talking about Juneteenth, and then I just started asking her questions, regarding prejudice. What would she do as a law for people that are super prejudiced and that cause harm to black people for no reason by being prejudiced? What would be a law that she would enact? And she said she would make them live with a black family for would you say 2 years?
A minimum of 2 years. Hmm.
So that they can really see that there's no reason for them to be, I guess, prejudiced. Because a lot of times when people are prejudiced, it's like they prejudge folk. They don't even really know, and it could be that black person that literally saved your life from choking, or you having a stroke, and you're so full of hate from what you learned from your family, and you don't even know why. You don't even know why you hate someone. They haven't done anything to you, and based on you know what your family taught you, you continue that hatred and spewing that venom. So that's basically what we're talking about. Okay, so you said a minimum of 2 years. What do you hope will come out of it after that 2 year period?
Just that they can see that we all, everybody want this so-called America dream. They can see that that wait a minute, hold on. Want this so-called America dream. They can see that I had to turn off one of these devices I got.
Sorry, you guys.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Um, everybody, what does everybody want? They want a nice home, nice car, food, be able to travel, good health.
Right, right.
I think pretty much, isn't that what everybody wants?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Uh
Yeah,
oh.
she fixed it, sweetie. She fixed it.
Yeah. Look what Letitia said.
I know, that's why I started laughing.
Uh
Hey,
oh, Letitia.
Letitia, I'm gonna drop the link. Can you come up or are you at work? I'm gonna wait until you answer. I gotta hear this.
Hey, an
And she
eye for an eye,
said, no.
an eye for an eye.
She said, I prefer for them to be deleted. Come on, girl. Can you come up, Letitia? Because this one is funny. Oh, she said she's at work. Oh my God, that's funny. She went for the jugular. She said, I believe in an eye for an eye. Oh my God. You ain't no, you know what? I ain't gonna never cross you, sister. I'm never gonna cross you. Woo.
Hey,
Okay, we building
we
over here.
building over here. Yeah, those southern states like Mississippi. Yeah, I mean these
Miss
people.
April, it keeps sounding like you know how your phone, you dial somebody's phone and their phone is off the hook.
Hold on,
It keeps giving that sound.
let me
Okay.
go and come back.
I'm gonna
Uh,
drop the link, but I'm gonna need to see your face, like they say, because they said too much stuff been happening, and we're not trying to get in trouble. I just want to see it for a hot second. I'm not trying to put you on camera. I sometimes have to deal with Islamophobia. Oh, okay, baby. Yeah, that's because a lot of people don't understand, and there have been things that other extreme Islamists have done, young Riaz, that people are like they're categorizing all Islamists. That's like they categorize all black people. All black people are not bad. All Latino people are not bad. All Caucasian people are not bad. All people are not bad. It's just you have that few in the bunch, and the few in the bunch that makes the most noise makes it seem like everybody's bad, and that's not fair for people to be prejudged like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens when it comes to people being prejudged. It takes a couple, so if I keep showing over and over, let me see, let me pick out somebody. I'm picking on you today, Nefertiti. Every time we saw Nefertiti, she was doing some old crazy stuff, keeping stuff kicked up and yelling and screaming and acting a fool. And we keep posting her and broadcasting her acting out. But we are not seeing what caused her to be angry to the fact that she's angry. You get what I'm saying? So all we see is the side of her that she's ticked off about something. We didn't see that let me see, let me pick on somebody else. That Buddha did something to her. So now we see her going at Buddha like a raging bull, and Buddha is looking like, I didn't do nothing. What I do? But reality, she did. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you a easy scenario, but that's why a lot of people have differences with other people. When you have those radical ones, people throw rocks and hide their fist and all that good old stuff. But yeah, that's just the way I see it, especially when you say Islamophobic. Don't take it personal. Just know that somebody might have done something. You get what I'm saying? I keep hearing that sound. I don't know what that sound is. So don't take it personal. You get what I'm saying? Don't take it personal. Because if you take it personal, it would be for no reason. Find out, if they act a certain way, find out, ask them, why are you treating me this way? I've done nothing to you. And if they say something, you let them know, I didn't have anything to do with, you know, the reason why you feel the way you do. It's not an American dream. It's a nightmare for most, but God will work this out. And what Letitia said, exactly. Exactly. I'm waiting for Miss April to come back up. Exactly. 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 You know, let me see. Together, I feel you. Okay. Yeah, just you still young too. Riaz, you still young, baby boy. So you haven't yet begun to experience, some of the things that we are referring to. The people on here are older and mature. Older than you because you're what, like a teen or early 20s or something like that. Yeah, they can give you some information to help you along your journey if you were to listen. It's a lot of wise people in this chat. I've been watching them and listening, and they are so wise, beautiful spirits, very informative. So, everybody go to everybody's channel, subscribe, check in. Right now, I know that JB, he's doing his little, he's doing it, not little, I don't mean no disrespect, he's doing his show right now. He stays on time. But I'm trying to wait for Miss April because I wanted to, if you guys don't mind, because I, like I said, I don't want to offend anyone, but I wanted to talk about something that took place. We're building over here. I like that name. I want to talk about something that took place. So I need you guys just to rock with me for a minute. I want to discuss something because had we, as natural people, women, would have done this, we would be locked up right now. Hold on, let me see. And I don't care what you do. It's your life. You do what you want with your life. All I can do is give you a message. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. I hate when it does that. Okay, there. No, I shouldn't have moved too quick. Okay, so this story right here, you guys. When I saw this, I almost flipped out of my chair. Um, they have a video, but they covered the video up. This individual, they could do what they want to do with their bodies. I don't have nothing to do with it. But this trans activist Rose Montoya was at the White House, and she was standing right next to Biden. And so he, which is now a she, has full breasts like a woman. And so this individual decided to take off their shirt and begin to shake their breast at the White House in front of all the cameras and everything. And so the excuse was given that, I wanted to be free. Yeah, I wanted to be free. And there's a law in Washington, D.C., where you can walk around with no top. That's only for men. That's not for anybody that bear breast, have breast implants, or anything like that. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I know you better not do no foolishness like that. You better not. You get what I'm saying? So it's like now all of a sudden that everybody is totally in an outrage. Um, it's just sad because I don't want to put the video up, but Biden just sitting there smiling like he's seen a fresh pair of young boobs. He just smiling. And the sad part about it is the government is never supposed to get involved in this type of situation. The only time they should get involved in people's lives is if it's a court situation. But they have actually come in and got all entangled up into this transgender type of situation. And I'm going to say this, you guys, and I feel this way. All the colors that they have on the flag right now, I'm going to tell you now. And when I tell you this, you're going to say, you know what? Together We Break Chains said this. They are going to add another color for the pedophiles. Watch and see. Watch and see. If you guys think I'm kidding, just wait, watch and see. It's going to be another color added to that flag for the pedophile. And they don't want you to call them pedophiles. They want you to call them minor attracted adults. No, call them what they are. They're pedophiles. Why do you think that they're pushing so hard for children to transition? Because it's another way for them to prepare the children for the adults to say, well, I feel like a kid. I feel like a 10-year-old kid. So I should be able to have the adult type of relations with a 10-year-old kid because now I feel 10 years old. And then there will be no punishment for that. So you guys have to be very careful what we are actually watching before our very eyes. I saw some videos where, and like I said, I don't mean to offend anybody, so please don't be angry with me. The reason why Malcolm X had 2 chapters to him is because he's seen racism in America and how black people being treated. And when he went to Mecca, his mind and heart opened when he seen Mecca. Yep, that's exactly true. Yep, that's true. But back to what I was saying is people can say, I feel like a donkey, I feel like a tree, I feel like this, and now we're accepting all these things that are unusual. And so when a grown man that's 40 something years old, 50, 60, or until he can't, do weightlifting, you get what I'm saying? Until he says, I feel like a 6-year-old, I feel like a 10-year-old, I feel like a 15-year-old, I feel like a 14, 16, all to the same age as that person. And then they were like, well, he identifies as a 12-year-old kid. So technically it's not wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. A baby in the chat. So watch your mouth. My grandson will be 20 next month and 1-8 last week. Did I say something wrong? they've been working on this since Barry, yeah, was in office. Once he legalized their marriage, it was a wrap from there. The pedals are preparing to get their laws passed or decriminalized. Yes, exactly. 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 And this is what I'm saying. They're trying. That's why I said they're under the umbrella. I was looking at a video where they had this cute little boy. Oh my goodness, he was so cute. I just wanted to just hug him. I just wanted to hug him and just squeeze him. He was so cute. They had him dressed. They had Bo Derek braids in his hair. They had thigh high boots on him, and he had a shimmery dress. And it was so many men in that. It looked like a concert arena. There were so many men, and then they had these guys up there judging these kids strutting across the stage for these men. And I was
Hey,
so brokenhearted
motivation.
because I'm
Thanks for
like, baby,
joining us.
where's your mom? Where's your dad? Where are your parents? Hi, motivation. What's up, friend? How you doing? How you doing? Long time no see. And they friends. You know what I'm saying? Where are your parents? Where are your parents? Because this is opening the door for your child to be violated. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I need most to go back in the closet. I can't deal with the issues only mine. Yeah, but you know what? When you have a government system, and people may get mad at me, but we can all say thank you to Barack Obama. That's who we can truly thank, because prior to that, even Bill Clinton knew not to, touch that. But Barack Obama, because he's so persuasive, everybody, he was the one that okayed the same sex marriages and stuff like that. So once that happened, they said, guess what? Open door. I'm about to do what I want. I wish I could hit the link, because this is my topic, man. I just posted a lot about it on my IG. You can hit the link. Oh, you at work. I'm sorry. You at work.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, and then the thing of it is they think that we hate them. No, we don't like what you're doing. We don't like the fact that you're taking away children can't even play outside nowadays. That's my guy right there. What's up? That was normal in Greek culture. Well, we ain't Greek. We ain't Greek. We American. The word, you better come up here if I start fussing at you. Let me drop the link.
Hey,
Y'all know
we want to
that's my
thank
guy here. Hold on a
motivation
minute. Let
from
me
the
drop this link
weightlifting
for
geek. We want to
the
give
word,
him a
because he
shout
gonna come.
out.
Well, see what happened was, and this was a part of the Greek, he always want to take a bad situation and be suave. There's the link, Mr. Suave. Let's hear what you got to say. Miss April, are you there?
Yeah, I was saying, I want to, let's give a shout out for motivation, the weightlifting geek. He
Suave,
puts on
come on up, Rico
hyperths.
Suave.
Can you hear me?
Now I can use
Maybe.
the women's bathroom with you 10-year-old daughters. Yeah, yeah. Real talk. Real talk. And Donald Trump was totally against men going into the same bathrooms with women as long as they had the same plumbing. Now, if you didn't have the same plumbing, then it's okay, because you can't do nothing to me because you don't have the male plumbing. No, I was saying we have young folks in here. I thought we were all well seasoned. Oh no, this little boy be in everybody's channel. Girl, he probably could teach us something. He probably could teach, and you be surprised. He probably could teach us something. These kids today, they got the computer, the stuff they be talking about. We be like, what happened? What's that? Well, I ain't never heard of that before. They got some, honey. They got some terms and some words, and yeah, they got some stuff they be talking about. But the word, I know you in here. If you don't hit that link, man, you're gonna have a problem. Or if motivational weightlifting geek want to come, anybody that want to come up with us, come on, hit that link. Yeah, so
Giving a shout out to everybody
to
that is helping
but if you're
content creators.
transgender, if you're going to be gay, if you're going
I
to do
just think
all
they
this
need
stuff,
it.
show some decorum, or however you say that word. I just put the link in there, bro. Show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect. Just do you. If you want to go out and do your thing, do it. But don't look at me like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened. Me, my husband, and my baby Home Depot, and we were there to get some stuff. So this guy walks in the Home Depot, and he has on some Herman Munster shoes. They're like high heels. That's how high they were. I'm not saying they look like that, but they were high heels, and they had the wide heel in the back. So he stood about 6'3", 6'4", I guess, and he had on a fake rear end. It was humongous. And then he had on this little dress that covered the fake rear end and came a little bit above his knee. All this makeup he had on, and he was standing there, and it was like he was trying to get everybody's attention, and he kept looking. And every time I looked up, he was looking at me. I'm like, what, you want me to say something so you can have a reason to cry and scream? You know what I'm saying? You want a reason for me to say something to you? Like, what you looking at for you just to have an outburst? They do stuff like that. So I just looked, and then this guy said, excuse me, and that thing just stood there. He said, excuse me, and then the person moved. Like, everybody turned around and looked. No, don't have no outbursts because we all looking at you. But it's just crazy. They want to become victimized. We're not trying to victimize you. You victimize yourself when you decide to change yourself into something that you feel that you are not. What's up, the word?
What up, though? Hey, this is the only link I hit when I get my babies. I don't hit no links, but I come on your show, my
What's up, Rico Suave?
sis. But no, what I'm saying is like I know we American, but even America is heavily influenced by Greek and Roman culture. Even our laws and our education. We
Mhm.
can say we American, but do we really know what that means? Like we got to look at the history and see how things are, the foundation is, and what we accept. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's supposed to be, but history repeats itself, and they slowly implementing things that was from the past into the present.
Okay. Somebody said in here that they are from Greece. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's up. There's no knock. It's just I'm stating facts. That was you can look through the history. The books tell it itself. Older men walking around town with young boys and having relationships with them. That was normal in Greek history. You can read about it. Plato, Socrates, all of them did it. Alexander the Great, he was known for you know having relationships with men. This is just history. I mean, it, I didn't write it. I didn't do it. It's just there. I mean, that was normal. That's why uh, it's embedded in the culture. That's why people feel okay or justified.
Read your text, Miss April.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. Hey, Pan is from Greece. Uh-huh. Hey, Just B.
Hold on a second, Miss April. Y'all, my volume was off. And I kept talking. I'm like, why Miss April ain't trying to say nothing? And then when the word came up, I said, wait a minute, I can't hear him. I said, oh my God, my volume was off. I was probably over talking her. I'm so sorry, Miss April.
Girl, you fine. You fine. I don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, what I was doing was giving a shout out to motivation because he's been doing these hyperthons. We got a group of people here that are trying to really help people grow their YouTube channels. And so please recognize these people. Throw them a little love token if y'all can. Thanks. That's all.
Yeah, appreciate your motivation. I'm gonna try to get in on the next one.
Yeah. Just V been rocking with me, her and rocking with the truth. Y'all been rocking with me for about 4 years now, y'all. So just be and rocking with the truth. I really appreciate y'all sticking and staying with me. That's a long time to have people following you, ain't it? To be supporting you. Yeah.
Oh, together, did you apply for monetization?
Now what's up with that? Because everybody was getting, and when I was telling them, they talking about it was still saying you needed 1K subscribers. So did they update it?
I got my. You know what I had to do? I had to log out of YouTube. My bad. My son is on 10 in the morning. Duh, Basa, Basa. But I had to log out of YouTube and log back in, and then it gave me the option.
Miss Together, where did you go? Now she done got quiet.
Yeah, because I
So
was like, oh my God.
oh okay.
I was like, oh Jesus, I thought she
What up?
wasn't saying nothing. I was just over talking her. I'm so sorry. I feel
Uh-uh.
bad.
Girl, you ain't got to feel bad. I'm still here. Yeah. It didn't take away from me not eating today.
Hey, Young.
Hey,
But
together. He,
Pan is from Greece. Pan is from Greece. Pan is my DJ friend. We've been on radio close to 10 years together, and he's from Greece.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, he got it
So
down to
I'm
the
a,
date 6 years and 5 months.
oh, how long did Pan say?
He got it down to the date 6 years and 5 months and counting.
Oh, okay, yeah. Pan and I've been friends for 6 years. Yeah, and 5 months. We radio partners. Yeah, when I was DJing, we were on Tampa Bay FM, DRT radio, and the Truth radio.
That's cool.
So it's hard to get rid of me as a friend. I'm gonna be your friend to the end. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
mute my mic so young Riaz and the word and everybody else can talk.
okay.
So how you doing, Young?
I'm good. Together. I'm doing good. I'm just chilling in my bed right now. Not much going on.
Okay. And you in where again? England?
Yep.
How is it dark time out there?
No, it's actually afternoon. 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, so y'all getting ready to go to bed while we getting ready to turn it up.
Mm, Not really go to bed. It's afternoon time 4. So it's basically 4 p.m., not a.m.
Okay. Well, you got about what 5, 6 more hours before you go to bed.
Yep. Yep. Probably around. I go to sleep around 10 or 11 p.m. at night.
Yeah, you need to get your rest. Hi,
Yep.
Just B. That's my girl. What's up, buddy?
Blessings,
Oh,
just be.
everything.
So the word. So Because it was a part of Greek history. Do you think that they should, since we're in America, and I guess America separated themselves from that, do you think that we should okay it?
When did America separate itself from the Greeks?
No, I'm saying from adults being in relationships with children. That part.
I mean that's they slowly working towards that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we got to understand um, what we're influenced by, especially like laws. You know, our laws, our structure, our democracy is structured by Greek democracy. That's what we modeled it off of.
Mm.
What? But you cut your finger? You hurt it? Okay. Let me kiss it. Let me see.
Oh,
Better? Yeah. The other one too? Okay. Come on. I can't
doing
reach it.
daddy duty.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, Brett. But I mean, I understand. It's we. I'm trying to be politically correct because I don't want to say nothing that you know get you in trouble. But um, like, when you look at the way the laws are written, and listen to what I'm telling you, our democracy is modeled by the Greeks. Our laws, like it's something called maritime law. If you get a black law dictionary, you'll understand where how maritime law is structured. Is predicated upon Greek law. It's the law of the sea. We live on land. Why are we abide by the law of the sea? I mean, it's deeply rooted, and it's not something that we can actually. Uh, I guess it is. We have to abide by laws. We agree to it. We abide by it, but we don't know what it is. You have to do the research. But like you said, it's slowly going towards that way, and that's how it's modeled. You know, eventually they giving the kid the ability to make choices now that they can change their gender and override the parents. You know, at a young age. That's where. Why is that happening? They giving kids the ability to basically divorce. I'm sorry, my son. Okay, okay, I have to. Oh my God. But they're giving the kids the ability to emancipate themselves. You know, they trying to give the kids the ability to become adults. Why? You just nailed the nail on the head. So they can have access to the children without consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I get it though, but I feel you. Is it like in some, like some faith that the moment you hit puberty, like when you're 13 or something like that, is it like spiritually in a way though? For some people, and spiritually, the moment they hit 13, they're considered an adult in the eyes of God and stuff. I'm just not trying to bring that in here, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear what you said.
Sorry, I'll
Sweetie, why
say
did you
again.
bring that in here? Don't empty that. This is not the toy room. I'm sorry.
I told you I
No,
don't care if you have to do daddy duty.
yeah, this is not the toy room, Bubba. Don't bring all the toys in here. And my son here at church.
Mm,
But
that's
I mean, even I'm trying to say it and be politically correct. But like if you look at Greek history, even the understanding of emancipation, where did we get that from? That's in Greek law.
Wow. Now, Young, what was you trying to say?
No, I don't know. I was trying to say though that is it though for some people is that spiritually though in a way that in some faiths the moment you hit puberty you're considered an adult in the eyes of God. That's what I was saying in some faiths.
And I don't where's puberty considered adult in the eyes of God?
For me and my faith, the moment that I become a teen or something like that, God, it's like when I hit puberty, it's like God, but it's not like God. It's not like basically an adult. It's just spiritual in a way, you know. I don't know how
I
to
was about,
explain.
oh no, I was about to ask you, tell me the word in Arabic in the Quran that it states when you hit puberty, you're an adult.
Okay, I'll
I
probably
studied
have
the
to research.
Quran. Yeah,
Okay,
because I don't I understand
sorry.
what you're saying. You're of age to give birth, but it doesn't state that you're a God. I forgot the word, but it doesn't state that you're an adult when you hit puberty. It states that you're of age to bear children.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I
not an
can't.
adult.
Oh, sorry, no, it's just I can't explain it. It's really difficult, man. I'm not at that stage, to give that type of thing, But
I will
I'm
tell you
trying.
this. I will tell you this. It's people use things such as religion, such as culture to justify things. Uh, they use
Okay.
it as justification. And I'm sorry, we have because something is accepted don't make it right. You know, an adult messing with a child, that's never right. I don't care. It's just
I
not.
ag-
I mean, when you 18, you can consent to go to war, but you can't smoke cigarettes. You can't buy cigarettes or drink. I don't
Right.
understand. Well,
yeah.
Diddy, stop. Why are you tripping, bro?
I'm sorry, I'm trying hard here, but okay, yeah, I agree with you. Every point you said, you're right. I'm just listening here. Don't make it right.
Yeah, he's trying to take care of the baby for a second too. Miss April, um,
Sorry, I'm
can you
trying
come
so.
up for a second? Pan is trying to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm here. I saw that pan. Somebody probably made another Facebook account. Don't worry about it. Don't accept it. Thank you.
Now these folks is something else.
Okay. Wait, wow,
Yeah, so
man.
what the word was saying is, you know, they want they tell you you can't do all these things if you're under a certain age, but they want you to have they want to give you the right to change who you are. That right there doesn't make sense to me either. That's
No, I
like
agree.
that's
Sorry,
stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid.
yep, I agree. I agree with you, though. I'm, figure it doesn't make it right. I don't agree either with that.
Yeah, so
Makes no sense.
just be true to yourself. Don't let nobody persuade you to do something that you don't feel comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
just because they trying to make it sound glamorous, it's not. Just be true to yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yep, I do. I
Do
do.
you have
I
any
mean,
words of wisdom to impart in him, Miss April?
I
Miss
appreciate that
April?
together, but that was the point I was trying to make. Like, you,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you can't
okay.
drink or smoke until you're 21, but you can change your gender. I believe, what is it, 10? You can make the decision. How does that make sense?
They doing it. Some of them young as what's that little child named I Am Jazz? The mother had I Am Jazz transitions. It's part of the depopulation agenda, my people. That's why it don't make sense to most people. You must look at the bigger picture and the agenda in place. And that's true. That is true. Miss April dropped down. That's true. You know,
Mm,
it's
yeah.
basically what the word is saying is be true to yourself. Don't fall for anything. You know who you are. Be comfortable. You have good male role model examples right now. You got the word, you got other men on YouTube besides your dad to show you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if you have any questions, you could email the word, and he'll probably help you out. But don't let society dictate who you are. You know what I'm saying? These a
Yep,
lot of these people have issues.
yep, that is so true. Actually, I agree with you though. Yeah, I mean, I know, but the wife I was saying earlier though, yes, you're right. I agree with your point. I'm just trying to be extra careful. I'm saying no because I told you I'm trying to be careful.
Okay, I
Because when I
understand.
was younger, yeah, because when I was younger, I said so much silly things though that I got in trouble for it. So that's why I'm trying to avoid the same mistake.
Okay, well maybe you shouldn't be up here while we talking about this because you don't want
Mm,
to get yourself in trouble.
no, it's cool. No, it's
Miss
cool
April
though.
said,
I've
"Leave the
no, no, no,
kids
no,
alone."
don't. No, don't worry though. It's all right now together. You know why? Because I've actually moved past it and I've not made any of the same mistakes. So I could still be up here anyways. So I'm willing to actually learn and adjust now. You know?
Okay, okay, but let me go back to I am Jazz. You still there? The word?
I'm still here.
Okay, so I am Jazz. I don't know if anybody knows about that. It's a boy that when he was really young, he must have been about 2 3 years old. His mother started putting the idea in his head that he's a little girl. So then the child grows up, wear girls' clothing and stuff like that. And then I am Jazz transitions and has the bottom surgery, and they don't tell these people that when they have bottom surgeries, they have to use a mechanism to keep the incision from closing. So I am Jazz was telling her mother, I'm tired of doing that. And her mother was on TV live telling her friend, if she doesn't do it, she's going to go in there and do it herself. That's almost like the R word. If your child say, I don't want to do it, now this little boy is saying how depressed he is, and now he's dating girls, which was already natural to him. But because mommy wanted to make money off of this child's plight, this child is now dating the opposite sex, and the mother is not understanding allegedly what's going on. So there are so many videos out there, you guys, that you can sit down with your kids and educate them outside of what the schools are trying to push. There are books that are in schools, and you can look on YouTube where you have this kid. I forget what grade he was in, and some people might have seen it. And he's reading a book out of the library, and it's very graphic, discussing intimacy between a male and a female, but it's extremely graphic. And so they're at this meeting, and the guy is the kid is reading, and the staff is looking extremely uncomfortable. They're like, well, this he says, well, this is the book that's in the libraries for us, and you want me, you know what I'm saying? And the librarian said there's more like it. So what is it that you guys are trying to do to these kids? If I don't want to teach my kid about intimate relations at a very, very early age, that should be my right, that should be my choice. And then there's another video. You can look all these videos up on YouTube where there's a kid, he's video recording with his phone, and the teacher is trying to force him to look at um, like the gay pride parade and the marriages and stuff like that. And they're like booing. And she said, well, if you don't be quiet, I'm going to make you stay on for Saturday detention. You cannot force somebody to look at something that they don't want to. That's why they have a high rate of deleting themselves. Exactly. They execute themselves left and right. You get what I'm saying? And they're not showing that side of the story. They're just showing these people the glamorous side. But you even have adults that are executing them on their own selves. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to show you that. And it's sad.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was just saying that as well in some way though, pretty much, they don't really show that some people actually, who go through with that though, they live to regret with that decision at some point, not that some, they don't show that as well.
Yep, they like she said. I'm trying to keep this clean because I got you up. How old are you again?
21.
Okay, you all right then. Okay, I thought you was under 21. We cool, y'all. We cool, y'all. Okay, so like she was saying, I was trying not to say the word. Like she was saying, they have to do a daily regimen. That natural women don't have to do. We don't have to stick a dilator with lubrication in us to keep it open and all that stuff. It's just a natural part of us. And if you look at the skeletal portions with a male and a female, there is no round circular opening on a male. That round circular opening in the skeletal is for us women that will bear children in the future if we should decide to have one. But a man cannot carry a child, and I don't know why they keep saying yes they can. No, you don't even have the body structure to carry a child. If you tried to
Mhm.
do that, you would lose your life because you're not built that way. You will never be able to. And for that delusion to be so strong, it's really sad. The only way you can have a male can have a baby is if he transforms or she transforms and have male features and then say that she's a male, which she's still a female because she still has her ovaries and all that good old stuff. So it's a mess. It's a hot mess. We have a what?
Yeah, no, I'm a guy. Whoops.
We have a young girl here in our life. Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I'm not a girl. I'm a guy, actually. I just talk softly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
go ahead, the word, go ahead.
they going as far now putting packaging themselves saying they have a menstrual cycle.
They doing what?
Diddy, come on, brother. They putting packets in themselves and faking like having a fake menstrual cycle. My wife sent me a clip. I find it and send it to you. Do I got the IG? But they're selling like menstrual cycle packets for people who transition to put it inside themselves and reenact a menstrual cycle.
Okay, I wish I wish Letitia. Let me tell you something.
Oh, Leticia gonna be on it. That,
I don't even know her, and I like her.
oh, I'm telling you, she got the third eye POV, that point of view from the third eye. That's why Leticia was one of the people I rocked with since I came on.
She
And
ain't playing.
oh no, she don't play. She don't play. She got the spirit of the ancestors, and
Tomato sauce.
she with me and her vibe on the same vibe. I'm politically correct. She just gonna give it to you like it is.
Wait a minute.
She
She
don't care.
just said they freeze tomato sauce and they put it
Yeah,
on a pad.
yeah. And no, Leticia, they have a dissolved now. My wife sent me this TikTok where they have this package that you put inside you, and the package dissolves, and the tomato stuff runs out of you, and then that's how they have. That's what they call their menstrual cycle. They made that. They made a dissolvable pack that they put inside, and after time it dissolves and it leaks out.
Jesus is coming soon. Whoever
Yeah,
you believe
that's
in, but I'm gonna say who I believe in. Jesus is coming soon. This is like Sodom and Gomorrah all over again.
exactly. I mean, I believe in the in same way, but in a different, interpretation of Jesus. Though I have something similar, just similar, basically, similar but different. Imam Mahdi and Jesus is coming soon.
Wow, I'm telling you. Who, like I said, whoever you believe in, I'm just saying who I believe in. It's a saying that we all say as who I claim to be. Jesus is coming soon because the stuff that's happening, whoever you believe in, I'm not against it. I don't care. It's not me to judge you. Whoever you believe in, that's who you believe in. You get what I'm saying? That's how we do
Yep.
over here. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't judge nobody. Whoever your higher power, I respect you. I respect what you do. I don't have no, oh no, I don't do that. I saw the tomato sauce method. They freeze it and insert it in themselves to make it appear as though they are having a sight. These folks need they
This is what I'm saying. How is it possible that you can change your gender because of the way you feel, but you can't change your race or culture? That
that
doesn't
part.
make sense to me.
So tomorrow I want to be an Ethiopian. I can't do that because
Yeah,
they're gonna
tomorrow,
Right.
think I'm crazy.
tomorrow I could claim I'm a Persian though, actually, though, Persian or Iran, basically. I could claim
Right. So
that.
so we're gonna start changing our race.
I'm trying to
My
get my
ancestry
credit
is
score up.
Persian, so I can validly claim I am a Persian.
I'm trying to get
Wow.
my credit score up. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, everybody in the chat, we're gonna play this little game right now. Put down what race you would change yourself as, since we're gonna start changing our race since they want to change their gender.
No, I'd probably change myself either to an Arab or a Persian.
She said that. You know what? I say this to my friends when they make me laugh hard, okay? No disrespect. Girl, you ignorant. Look what she said.
eh,
They need to
eh,
change me to a billionaire. I'm right
right.
along with you. I'm right along with you. I want to be a gazillionaire. How about that?
Hey Leticia, how about this? How about they just let me be what I am? Like, why can't I be indigenous to this land? That's what my ancestors were. But to do
that
that,
part.
I gotta fight. I gotta
That
fight to prove to people that my ancestors, even though I speak the tongue, even though my family has stories and heritage where they killed some of my family because they claimed that they was indigenous. We never called ourselves Native American. That was the term given to us. We went by
right.
our names, and they killed people for claiming that. So I just want to be who I am, but I can't do that. But people can say if they were born a man, they can say they're a woman. That's crazy to me.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but I agree with you, bro, I mean, for me, Pakistani is basically they're either from Arab descent or Persian descent. My family falls under Persian because my family, the tribe I'm from, they're the Kiani, which came from Canaan in Iran. So the Kianis trace their lineage back to Persia. So that's why I got Persian descent.
Right.
But
That
yeah.
part. That part. That's something else. That's you know what? That's all facts. The word. That's all facts. I wish Miss April was up here because I like when she adds into it too. But that's all facts. That's all
Hmm.
facts.
Yeah.
Why can't we just be like he said, indigenous people? They don't want us to be indigenous people because you have a lot of Caucasian people. Not to be rude or disrespectful to anybody, I don't have a hatred in my body, but you have a lot of Caucasian people that claimed in the past that they were indigenous and Indians, and they were not, and they are getting money from the indigenous, the how the Indians are allowed to have casinos and things of that nature. Again, a lot of people don't care, and I'm not saying this to sway anybody or to make you angry. Donald Trump has a lot of videos out there where he is speaking against a lot of stuff, and he's like, well, they don't look like they're Indian to me. They don't look like this. They're not that. They're not this, that, and the other. And they don't like him speaking truth because it's uncovering their lies. So that's why they get pissed off at him. Go ahead, Miss April. You got the floor. Miss April, it might be
Mm,
some. Are you there? Oh,
Hold
there
on,
she.
hold on.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, girl, I don't. You know me and this. Well, it was a brand new phone. I done had it what 3 months now, and I still don't know how to work it. Nothing.
Okay.
I was just listening. I'm like Letitia. I don't want to change nothing about me, but become a billionaire.
Right.
Give me the money. Mhm. Yeah. So I
Mm,
can take me a trip to. Let me see. I'll be on a cruise ship around the world. Mhm.
Enjoy yourself. I ain't getting on no ship.
I am.
You go ahead. If God wanted me in that much water, He would have made me a fish. I'm not a fish.
mhm,
I
Period.
say
mm,
just give me my land back and let me have the right to live the way I want to. Let me
mm,
be free. That's all I want. Let me have my freedom of choice and my rightful rights that the Creator gave me to live. I should be able to collect rainwater. I should be able to have land without paying taxes. I mean, this is crazy the way they set all this up, and we accept it, and it's going to continue. It's probably going to get worse before it's going to get
mm,
worse before it get better. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. When you said Sodom and Gomorrah, I'm happy my phone was muted because I was cracking up. That's what's cool. I mean, history repeats itself. That's why all these civilizations failed because they went away from what's natural and went to
Hmm.
unnatural things. So, and that's what we're doing now. So it is what it is.
mhm.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just go by faith first, nationality, and heritage second. Actually, because for me, I believe though that I'm more than that though. So that's why I go by faith first. I just forget about nationality. I don't identify by nationality. I identify by faith. I just use nationality because that's just what it is.
Okay. Hey, Riaz, I'm gonna drop you down because I have some questions I want to ask the word. Okay, and I'm gonna get to
Okay.
you on the fun facts. All right. It was a
Mm-hmm.
pleasure having you up here. So I will be talking to you soon. All right, sweetie.
All right.
All right. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay, the word. I was asking Miss April earlier. People that not in your family, three people that you would that was changing the world, and if they were still here, what questions would you ask them? Like she chose Malcolm X and she chose Martin Luther King. What three people would you choose to have a conversation with?
I would definitely want to talk to Malcolm, because I think a lot. It's so much like you made you said something earlier. You said when Malcolm went to Mecca, he came back different.
I think that was Miss
And
April that said that.
when you study Malcolm, he didn't only go into Mecca. He went into Egypt. You see what I'm saying? And when he went into Egypt, Mecca is one thing, but when he went into Egypt, he seen the faces that was on them temples. He seen it, and that changed his whole perspective. I don't
Okay.
believe it was Mecca. I believe it would change his mind when he went into Egypt. I would love to talk to Mansa Musa.
Matt
I don't
who?
know if you know Mansa Musa, the king from Mali. Um,
Okay.
but Mansa Musa, he took a trip into Mecca, and in that trip, he stopped in Egypt, and he bankrupted the economy by giving all the peasants gold. So he put the peasants at a similar level as the pharaohs. just giving them gold. Just gave gold out to people. He did that to a couple cities, but definitely Malcolm Manson. Um, I probably would have to say, me personally, I would love to talk to Confucius, an Asian philosopher. So those
Okay,
would probably be the three people.
okay. So you remember them names because I can't say them names no more. So now the second name you used, what exactly would you say to the person, the second name? I don't want to mess up his name because I'm horrible with names. What would you say to him? What would you ask him that will help you make a difference too?
I would ask him, can he confirm the king before him traveled to the Americas? Because
You
if he, I because that's I believe just this is just my opinion from my own personal research. I believe what we call the Olmecs was the first king of Mali. Well, was the king of Mali that left and gave Mansa Musa power over Mali. We were here already. So I mean, I think that's who the Olmecs were. Was that first was the king of Mali who traveled across the sea and came into the Americas and never returned back to Africa.
okay? Okay. What about the last guy? What would you ask him?
I would ask Confucius his understand. Confucius had a unique way to look at life, and I believe that Confucius was one of the first philosophers that applied universal laws to religion. And I will ask him that. Is that how he created a lot of his philosophies?
Okay. And what would you ask Malcolm?
Why he come back to America?
Why did he
I
come
know
back
why
to
he,
America?
I know why he came back. He came back to, free his people mentally and
Okay.
spiritually. He came back to educate us, but um like I would ask him if like if he came back from death, I would ask him, was it worth it? All that he sacrificed, did he feel it was worth it after seeing what happened afterwards? Like, would he do it all again? Because me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't trying to save nobody because all the people who come to lead us become martyrs. We don't protect the people who trying to enlighten us and wake us up and help us. We don't protect those people. We leave them at the altar to get slaughtered and sacrificed. And when they
Right.
gone, the whole movement gone. So why would I'm not sacrificing my life for people who will only won't even appreciate it and won't move forward? I'm sorry. I learned from Malcolm. I learned from Martin, and the thing I learned is not only did they both die broke because we don't the people who educated we
Hmm.
don't take care of them. We don't take care of the educators and the leaders. They
Right.
died broke. Like you look at our great educators, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, they died broke. But the people who entertain us, what we do? Oh, we idolize them. So nah, I'm straight. But I would ask him if it's worth it. If he would do it a different way. Is it another way? Um, because I want to educate. That's why I only share information. I'm not educating because when you do that, it's not the fact that I don't. I enjoy the pushback because it brings clarity and it makes me better. So I enjoy the pushback. What I don't
Okay.
enjoy is the hate. The hate I can't do.
Right.
Because I don't have it in me, and I'm not about to go back and forth without reason. We can have conversations and debates if it's for a purpose, but just to do it because you have insecurities, I'm not here to deal with no one's insecurities. So no, I'm not doing it.
Right. He asked you a question. Can you see it?
Hold on one second. Let me look into the chat. You said who? Where? What would you? Uh,
He said,
Ellis.
"What would you?" Hele Selassie. Is that? I don't know how to say his name. What would you
Um,
ask him?
I would ask, I would probably ask Hillary, and don't take, I'm a, like when it comes to Hillary, I would ask if, uh, do you believe, um, I believe after people transition, they know all, and for those people to come back, I would ask a lot of them, would they choose the same path? I just believe, I mean, was, Hele was a it's all about perspective. But I would just ask, would you go down the same path, the same thing as Malcolm? Was it worth it?
Oh, okay, okay. So basically, you'll ask everybody, was it worth it? And based on, and I think that I would ask Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, um, Martin Luther King, and all those civil rights activists, even the ones that and even the people from the Black Panther Party, if you knew now, if you knew this was going to be the way it is now, would you have done the same thing, knowing that we would have turned out this way that we are now? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. With
That's what
those,
I would ask them. I would definitely want to know, would you have still done the same stuff if you saw what is happening at this very moment with society? And for me, I would be like, heck to the nizzle. No, I can't do it. I can't do
yeah,
it,
because
y'all. Go ahead, the word.
one second, my son pointed both. So
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. So I need some people in this chat to tell me when I can interview them. The fun facts. I'm trying to get the word, but what you doing tomorrow? The word. I know he
I
hear
can,
me. I'm just gonna
I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, I had to get my post put in for my crown, and I thought they was gonna numb me up. They didn't even numb me up.
Oh, okay.
They just put the post in, so I got to go back and get my crown in like a week, I think. But yeah, I'm good
Okay,
tomorrow.
y'all heard it. Tomorrow I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put up the flyer, not the flyer, the post, so that we can do our fun facts about you interview with the word. The word. My email address is in my bio. I need you to send me a picture so I can put it up with the fun facts, so they'll know it's you and me that's doing it. So
Definitely, I got you.
we'll probably do it about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Is that cool with you? Or is that too early
Not 8 in the morning or at night.
in the morning?
In the morning. Where you at? What coast you on?
I'm in Cali,
You in Cali, so what time would that be my time?
10. If you 2 hours away.
'Cause I'm in Michigan, so that is, I think y'all, so 8 your time would be, are we ahead of you or behind?
You're ahead
My
of me.
brain,
I'm
okay, so
behind
8,
y'all.
so that'd be about 10. Okay, that should be cool. 10.
Okay, cool.
I gotta set my alarm because, sometimes I stay up late and I don't wake up until like 10 or 11. For you, I do. I set it.
Okay, then let's do it for
Okay,
9. Let's do it for 9. I'll give you an extra hour to get yourself together.
yeah, when you post it, it'll show my time, so I definitely know. But yeah, I
Hold,
definitely know.
hold on.
Yeah, it'll convert
What's that,
over to
baby
my time.
boy?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. I'm just gonna listen for a bit, and yeah, if I have anything, I will say. I'll just listen.
Oh, you just want to listen? Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, Miss April, where you at? Where you at? Because we about to shut this thing down. I gotta get. We got new furniture, and you know it's the kind of furniture you got to put together yourself. Hello.
Hey, that's why your name is together. Get it together.
Yeah, I've been putting my furniture together myself. I was talking to Miss April, and that drill was. She said, "Girl," she said, "You are
I,
handy dandy." Yes, I is.
I gotta put
Yeah.
the kids
Mm,
swing set up. I gotta put the kids swing set up this weekend. I thought I was
Oh,
gonna have help, but yeah, but yeah, they wanted $500. I'm like, that's $200 less than what I paid for, so I'm straight.
yeah. So when they talk about that, oh, put together, it's gonna no, just bring it here. I'll do it myself. Sure will. I put all my stuff together. I don't care. That way I know if it's a scratch, I can blame myself. I don't want nothing that's gonna come here with no scratches.
mm, yeah. I mean,
So,
also, I
okay,
do.
Miss April dropped down. Do you, as a 21-year-old baby, because you still the baby of the bunch, young Riz, you
Yep.
still the baby. So, can you give us like 2 minutes, words of wisdom for someone your age, and
I
then
mean,
the word will take over.
okay. All right. Probably for someone my age, one thing I would do though is just, firstly, listen though, but I mean, no, that's gonna be, first is like to listen and then pretty much to like research as well. Like be willing to actually learn something new. I mean, yes, some things that at my age I shouldn't listen to, I'm up here, but I'm willing to listen because I want to learn something new because I'm willing to actually, give, whatever you're saying a chance because I want to know something that I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's all you got?
Yeah, probably that's it though.
Okay, so basically he's saying listen to people because of the wisdom, right? Because it'll
Yep.
be something different that you can learn. And as we don't all know everything, pretty much is what he's saying. So be willing to listen, be willing to hear what the person is saying, and not try to say, "Oh, I know everything." Pretty much, right? Am I on the right track?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so the word, we're getting ready to get out of here. I need you to impart some wisdom before we leave here. And with that, after you finish and say bye, I'm clicking off.
Okay, I would um I would tell people to be quick to listen and slow to talk. Observe things for yourself, and allow people to have their own experience. Don't compare your experiences to other people. I just feel so many times in life we look at what people have and we don't know the sacrifices they had to make to get there. So instead of judging people, just be more understanding. Because when you judge, you deem things right or wrong without understanding how it became. But when you learn how things become, you can understand if it's for you or if it's not for you. So just be real observant. I don't think people are aware, and a lot of times what happens is that we accept different ideologies and don't even know where the origin or where it comes from. So we have to do our own research and use our own senses to be aware of the world that's around us.
Okay, so thank you guys for imparting your wisdom today. And with that being said, I want everybody to have an amazing rest of their day. Please keep your eyes open and be vigilant. Um, just know that all things will work out, and we're gonna, and I don't know who you pray to, but I have a habit of praying for people, so I'm gonna pray for everybody's safety, that everything will go well. So with that being said, we love you, Miss April. We know you had to drop down. I wanted her to impart some wisdom because she got it going on with the wisdom. But we will talk to you tomorrow when me and the Word do our fun facts about you interview. Don't forget to come in, you guys. And Miss Key's Kitchen, I love you. I love you. I love watching your stuff. I'll be looking at it, then I fall asleep. You got to stop putting me to sleep, lady. But anyway, you guys, with that being said, we'll talk to you another day. God bless. Bye bye.
Okay.